Hello, everybody. I'm Dr. Pittman, and welcome to the season series premiere, of Power Rangers of the Power Ranger podcast. Excuse me, I had to make the live early, so anyway, I'm your host, Dr. Pittman, as always. I have my co-host with me, and that's to my left. To my right is Sean Milligan, aka Black Ranger 30.
Yo, what's up? How's it going?
And I got JWR, who won't
Greetings and beyond Vanille.
all right, and today, so this is Sean's first podcast, so bear with him. So, anyway, let's begin. So, we're gonna have some topics as always. What's our favorite Megazords, favorite finishers, favorite team weapons, etc., etc. And since they said I should go first, maybe I shall. And my favorite Megazord growing up was the Time Force Megazord. Uh, I like both mode red and mode blue because it's beautiful, unique. Love the cockpit, like futuristic, like too. Sean, what's your favorite
Yeah,
Megazord?
the Megazord. Ooh. Have to go with the original one, actually.
Ooh, why the original?
You can't go wrong with the original.
Oh, that's true. That's
You
true.
can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with the original, man.
Oh, that's true. Nothing can beat the original.
Yeah, that's debatable.
All right, AWR, what's your favorite Megazord?
Okay, I would say it's a tie between the Thunder Megazord.
Which other Megazord? By Morphin Power Rangers or Ninja Storm?
Wait, not
Yeah,
the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Thunderzord. And look, okay, that one's close, but I'm probably gonna have to go with the. That's an honorable mention, but it's a tie between the Astro Megazord from In Space.
good. That's a nice one.
I mean, it's a space. I mean, how can you go wrong with a spaceship that turns into a giant robot? I mean,
You can go on.
If I had to pick an honorable mention, that probably would be the second one. I just didn't know what it was called.
If I had to pick an honorable mention, it will be the Galaxy Megazord from Lost Galaxy. It's
my
not too
second
bad.
okay, my second pick would probably be the lights the light I think the Lightspeed Megazord from I
Lightspeed,
think that's what it's called, right?
Lightspeed Rescue.
Yes, I think that's what it's called, right?
Yes, you got it. Okay, why'd you like the Lightspeed Megazord?
The idea of a bunch of the idea of an ambulance, a fire truck, and like it's like the idea of like service vehicles coming together to form a giant robot. Again, it's cool. I think it also goes with the fact that I just really love the aesthetic and the motif of Lightspeed Rescue.
Are we talking about Megazords? Or we talk about Transformers.
We're talking about Megazord, Sean.
Like you mentioned an ambulance and something else. I was like, huh?
Yeah, an ambulance, Lightspeed Rescue.
Good one.
I didn't watch the Lightspeed Rescue.
You haven't. You should.
All right. My second pick would have been. Oh boy. It's a tie between the Thundersaurus Megazord and the Delta Squad Megazord.
Damn it. Damn it. I forgot about that one. That one's nice too.
Yeah.
Oh,
AJA.
no. Wait, I forgot. No, the RPM Ultrazord. Loved that one. Even if it is
It's not bad looking.
even if it is even as gaudy and garish looking as it is, it's still it's cool, man.
That's a
It is
perfect,
cool.
that's a perfect description. Gaudy.
Yeah.
That's a
Even if it is all clustered, it's still cool. Alright. Anyway, let's talk about our favorite finishers. It could be a team finisher or just be like a solo finisher. Or Megazord Finisher, don't care.
Okay, so solo finisher. I'm gonna have to go with the quantum air the quantum ranger's finisher. I don't know what it's called. I'm sorry.
Wait, 3 strike mode?
Yeah, strike mode.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good pick. Why'd you pick that one?
I like how it's I think a lot of our instances, at the risk of sounding like a broken record, a lot of it just comes down to the fact. A lot of it boils down to it's cool.
It is cool. Gotta admit. Alright, Sean?
I don't know. I don't know it by name, but as well as if I saw it, I could tell you, but I can't think of what the name of it is. But it's from In Space. I know that much, but I can't think of what it was called.
So the Mega Voyager.
Is that the finisher?
Oh no, I'm thinking of the Zord.
No, solo finisher, Sean.
Um.
I know you said In Space, but
I'm coming up blanks.
okay. Is it like the Quadro Blaster?
If I saw it, I could tell you, but I can't think of it.
Fine. Is it the, Spiral Saber Booster mode?
That sounds about right.
With the Red Ranger?
No, it wasn't the red one. It was the
Oh wait, the Quadro Blaster?
Yeah, that one.
Why'd you like that one?
I just like the way it's animated and how it just the visual effects of it.
Oh well, makes sense. All right, my favorite solo finisher is Ooh, I like the time strike because it's innovative. They use the sabers as the hands and their whole body's the clock. Innovative. I'm sure y'all would agree with me on that one.
Yes. All right. So are we talking like team finishing moves, like when they put all the weapons together, or they do it once?
Basically, yeah.
Because if that's the case, I'm gonna have to go with the. Okay. I'm probably gonna have to go with the Someone already said you already mentioned the what's it called? I don't know why I'm looking at. No, not Time Strike. When they put their I'm talking about the one where they put all their V blasters together.
Oh, Vortex Blaster.
Vortex Blaster. That's it.
I like that one too.
That was my favorite. That one or the Storm Strike? Not the Storm. No. Okay. From Ninja Storm, when the Thunder Rangers and the Wind Rangers put them. I know that the Wind Rangers have the Storm Striker and the what's it called?
The Thunder Rangers has the Thunder Blaster.
Thunder Blaster, yes. Although I admit I went with that one because although I chose that one out of a slight bias because Ninja Storm was the first season of the show that I ever watched in its entirety.
Makes sense.
When it aired, by the way.
When it aired. All right. So time for a Megazord finisher.
Mm.
I'll let JWR go first this time.
Jungle Fury.
Oh, the Savage Spin.
Yes.
Ooh. So you just like how the whole body used as a finisher.
Yes. No. The one with the bat sword.
The one with what? I'm sorry.
The Bat Zord. Jungle Fury.
Oh, one with a bat sword.
Yes.
Oh, the swoop attack.
Yeah.
I like that one too. Sean, what's your favorite Megazord finisher?
As before, if I saw it, I could tell you, but I can't describe it exactly. Like, I know where it's from, but I don't know what it's called. I don't know what the move is actually called.
Oh. Okay, so you know the season for which?
I know the series it's in, but I don't know what the move is called.
All right. Can you tell me the series?
Damn it! If you hadn't asked me, I would have told you. I only seen like a couple of seasons of it. I never watched the whole thing, but I know it's from it's not Time Space. It's not Dino Thunder. Was it Lost Galaxy? I think it may have been Lost Galaxy. It may have been Lost Galaxy.
You said Lost Galaxy. You said it.
So I think that's the one it is. Is that one?
Oh, the Megazord Sabers.
Yeah, I think that's the one.
Oh boy, oh boy, I love the Shadow Force Megazord Bow Blues finisher and the Shadow Force Megazord Mode Red finisher because they make sense and it's kind of innovative. I love the Saber though. The Saber was nice and futuristic too. So anyway, now we're going to talk about our reactions of Kishi Ryu Sentai Ryu Soldier being adapted as the next season of Power Rangers. JWR, would you care to go first?
Sure.
Go ahead.
I won't lie. Part of me was kind of at least initially kind of disappointed that we were going back to dinosaurs for what fourth time is it? I think fourth.
Yeah, you got it right. Fourth time.
So there was.
But
I mean, okay, I wasn't. Oh God, I hate this. But I won't lie. I was kind of hoping that they'd maybe do. Hell, I don't. Well, no, actually, I wouldn't. I was at first, but then the more I thought it over, and the more I thought of like the potential that an adaptation of Ryu Soldier, that's the potential that an adaptation of Ryu Soldier might have. I became more open to it. Well, that and the fact that I think it just made sense from a practical standpoint why Hasbro would choose that over any of the other Sentai seasons that haven't been adapted yet. So for one, I think they kind of went against Tokuger. I'm sorry if I butchered that, because my guess is Tokuger was out because the designs of the aesthetics and like the designs of the Zords was just too childish and silly, even for Power Rangers. Plus, I think a show like that might be better served like an animated series, like Transformers Rescue Pods, something for the slightly younger crowd. Then I thought, okay, so why don't they just adapt Z? So then you ask, why didn't they just go to Zyuger? And I thought again, I don't know. I think I think it might have something to do with the fact that Zyuohger wasn't the most popular series, and the design of the Zords were a bit too simplistic. I don't know. That's just how I thought they what's the word? They rationalized that. So then Lupin versus Pat is out because I think no, Lupin versus Pat Ranger is out because might be too morally ambiguous for for younger audiences. They might be a bit confused about why the good guys are fighting each other. And then there's the whole thing about how public relations between the police and the public aren't the best right now. So maybe now wouldn't have been. So maybe not the don't want to cause any unnecessary controversy or get into any of that. Again, this is just how I think this is just me playing devil's advocate in a sense. Then there is then that leaves Q Ranger, which I think at this point at this point so this adaptation of Ryu Soldier will be the first time that Hasbro has full control over the brand. Like Beast Morphers we're still kind of within the transitional. Beast Morphers is still kind of like the transitional period from the Neo Saban era to the Hasbro era. So Ryu Soldier is going to be the first time where they have full control over it. And I think that they went against Q Ranger because it is super sprawling and ambitious. You got like a main cast of 9 Rangers, which later expands to 13 Rangers. That's okay. Like most seasons of the show struggle to give 5 or 6 characters like enough screen time and development. But 9 bordering on 13, that's and the fact that it's set in space, I don't know. I think they'll of all the seasons, I think they will. Of all the seasons I just mentioned, I feel confident. Q Ranger is the one I feel most confident that they will eventually adapt, but maybe as an anniversary, maybe. But I don't think we'll see that until like the 30th anniversary. Once there's a special occasion for them to go all out, and once they have more experience with managing Power Rangers, once they found their footing, once they've gotten comfortable with what works, what doesn't work, what they can do, what they can't do, that kind of thing. And plus, and last reason, again, it's in dinosaurs. I mean, God, it's dinosaurs. They're popular with the kids, super profitable. I mean, that's why I'm sorry. I should probably clarify that I have a bit of a speech impediment. So if it sounds like I'm just rambling and I don't like, what the fuck's that guy's problem? Now you know. Sorry for my part of my language. But that aside, I really think that it boils down to the fact that the other out of all the seasons, Super Sentai seasons that they could have chosen to adapt from, Ryu Soldier just felt the most appropriate for the time, the most appropriate and the easiest for the time being. Though I am confident that again, once they've got more confident, once they found their footing, once they have a better feel for how to run the brand, I think we'll get it. That's not a guarantee. I don't have any inside sources, so I can't tell you for sure. Oh no, Q Ranger's going to get adapted for season 30. No, I'm not saying that. I am, however, saying that I feel that is the most likely scenario. Since we're already talking about it, can we maybe transition to sorry. I'll let you guys go and share your thoughts and about your reaction to Ryu Soldier being adapted. But at some point, I was hoping that after that we could discuss our hopes and things that we would like to see for the adaptation of Ryu Soldier.
All right. Let me see.
Sean, did you have anything to add to that?
No.
So we can just move on, just transition to talking about things that we'd like to see in the Ryu Soldier adaptation.
I don't know anything about the Ryu Soldier adaptation, so I really couldn't say anything.
Okay, so all right. How about you, Dante?
Yeah. All right. Cool enough.
Let's go. So, okay, since I've kind of been hogging the mic for a bit. So, how about you go first? What are some things that we'll take turns. What are some things that you would like to see done when we get to the Ryu Soldier adaptation next year?
What I like to see in the Ryu Soldier adaptation for the next season of Power Rangers, I want to see how they can adapt the Battleizer for this adaptation, because I saw the Battleizer, and to be honest, it was actually kind of cool. It's kind of like Connor's Battleizer from Dino Thunder, but a lot more cooler. Makes you want to go back to the Disney era, all that good stuff.
Yeah. Although I will say, like, I think that although if Beast Morphers is any indication, I feel like that I feel that we might get a bit closer to closer to the Disney era in terms of like I think it I like that Beast Morphers is harkening back to the Disney era in terms of like the dynamic of the teams and the stunts. So I think we might see more of that with Ryu Soldier. But again, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Sorry.
Yeah, it's alright. Anyway, also, I would rather see who's going to be. Wait, so here's my question. Should a Mighty Morphin Power Ranger be in the next season as a mentor slash ranger?
No, I don't. No, no, I don't think it would be. I'm gonna. I'm. I. No, I'm not. I'm not. I would. I'd rather they didn't go that. I'd rather that they didn't go with that approach. I would like them. I would like them, if only because I think it would behoove them to branch out and try something different instead of okay. So like as much as I'd like to see somebody like a bit like Billy or a Jason come back, I think that doing so would be would be a mistake. Not to say that they couldn't make it work or that it couldn't be well written. I mean, it worked pretty well in Dino Thunder, but I feel like that if they did that, they might run the risk of falling into the same trap that kind of doomed the Neo Saban era, which is trying too hard to lean into the nostalgia, to try and instead of branching out, trying to do something different and take risks.
Yeah, but the risk doesn't pay, then what's the point?
What? Could you repeat that? I didn't get that.
If the risk doesn't pay, what's the point?
The point, because even okay, because at least they would have been trying. At least you could give them props for trying something different. Like take Operation Overdrive. Not a great season. Had great ideas. Didn't exit. It had great ideas. It didn't. And even though most of them weren't very well executed, they tried. They tried something different. Like say what you will about Operation Overdrive, but it was like the one thing. Like say what you will about Operation Overdrive, and Lord knows people have said plenty. But the one thing you could not accuse it of, it was being lazy or retread. Like it did. I admire. God, it's funny. These last 8 years of the Neo Saban era have given me have given me a massive appreciation for Operation Overdrive and even Turbo. Because even when those seasons even when the ideas in those seasons fell flat on their face, I think they got back up. They tried something different. It didn't succeed. It didn't always succeed at executing its ideas well, but they always tried, and they always tried something different. With the Neo Silva, and I guess to bring this all back home, like to bring this back to what you were talking about, what's the point of like you asked, what's the point of a risk if it doesn't pay off? Well, the point of the risk is, like I said, they would be trying something different. It would show that they would be willing to take risks and not lean in and not let the show stagnate. That's the point I'm trying to make.
But what about Power Rangers Megaforce?
That kind of proves my. What about it?
Well, they say it was a direct copyright infringement of Mighty Morphin, which it kind of was.
Kind of was. Kind of?
Well, fine. It was a huge copyright infringement of Mighty Morphin. I mean,
the problem with Megaforce wasn't that it was wasn't the fact that it was a carbon copy of Power Rangers, although that certainly didn't help. The problem with it is that there was no, the show writer, either the writers or there was no effort put into the show. There was no effort put into the show at all. The problem with it's kind of hard. I don't know why it's hard to articulate without just saying, oh, it sucks, it's lame, it's original, it's unoriginal, it's a ripoff. My problem with Megaforce.
So why don't you just say that and be done with it? Because technically, that's basically what you're saying.
The problem with Megaforce was that there was just, I guess it just boils down to the fact that there was laziness. No effort was made to try. No thought was put into the concept of the show or executing those ideas well. Their whole thing was just throw shit at the wall and see if any of it sticks.
So there's no energy.
Well, yeah. There's no energy, no willingness to take, no willingness. The sad thing about Megaforce.
There's a difference of taking risks and then you have to try to do something.
No, did they though? What risks did Megaforce take? I'm curious.
I never saw Megaforce, so I couldn't tell you.
Exactly.
I saw maybe two. I saw maybe 2 episodes, and I was confused.
You did. I hate to dash your hopes, but it doesn't get any better. In fact, it actually gets worse.
Actually, when I saw 2 episodes, it was in the middle. So,
but hey, you guys gotta admit the Ultra mode was cool.
No, even then, that's a borrowed below. That's a bar. Even the few things that it gets right are a borrowed glow from Ghost Sager and Go Kaiger. So I can't even give it that.
Yeah, I have to agree. But that's the sad part is that Troy didn't get a battleizer. That kind of sucks.
Troy was a nothing. Oh God.
Okay.
I dread the day when I feel confident in saying that he might be. I feel confident in saying that nobody will ever top him or supplant or take his or replace him as the worst Red Ranger on the show.
Wow, the worst Red Ranger.
Yes.
Can't blame y'all for that.
Not just that, not just the worst Red Ranger, and not just one of the worst Rangers on the show. Period. I think he might.
Phone. You dissing the original Red Ranger?
No, no.
Dissing Troy.
Who's Troy?
The the red Megaforce Ranger.
Oh, Megaforce Ranger. I don't know the Megaforce Ranger by name.
You're not missing much. Look, can we? Okay, I think this. Okay, this got way off track, and I.
Yeah, way off track. Go ahead.
Point is, I would. So point is, I really hope they don't. They don't go. That they don't bring in anybody from Mighty Morphin. I would much rather the show be its own thing instead of being yet another carbon copy of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Just because you have one person make a cameo appearance doesn't automatically make it carbon copy. Some people from older shows appear in newer shows as cameos, but it doesn't make it an automatic carbon copy of the old show.
Do you mean cameo or like guest appearance? Because I want to make sure you're not conflating the two.
Just because somebody makes a guest appearance does not automatically mean that the show is going to be a carbon copy of the show they came from.
Okay, so you were asking about if a character from Mighty Morphin appeared in one episode to help to just appear for one episode. I guess I'm kind of confused. Yeah. Okay.
That does not make it a carbon show just because someone from the old show makes a one-time appearance. That does not make a carbon. Does not make a series a carbon episode.
No. But I wonder what would the point? I mean, cameo. I mean, I wouldn't be against a cameo. I just hope so long as it's not Jason David Frank. I don't know. I would rather they hold off on. I want them to go their own direction and not be reliant and not be reliant.
Well, if they run into a dead end, they're gonna have to go. They're gonna have to fall back on something.
No, they don't.
Oh, so you rather have it end on a cliffhanger, like nothing left.
It's not going to end on a cliffhanger.
That's my point.
Hell, Samurai did better than Megaforce.
No,
not by much.
That is such a low bar.
What do you mean a low bar?
That's a low bar. Like saying Samurai is better than Megaforce is like saying that getting. It's like saying that taking a sledgehammer to the gut is less painful than getting castrated with a rusty chainsaw. Neither. They're both gonna hurt. It's just that one hurts slightly less than the other.
Yeah, you're right. So,
but honestly, like the way they did it, a verbatim shot-for-shot remake of Shira Kendra was never going to work, and the reason for that is because Shira, I think that's Shira Kendra. Is that how you say it?
What are you trying to say?
That I was trying to get into my big problem with Samurai being an adaptation of Shira Kendra.
Wait, maybe pronounce it for you. Shinkenger.
Shinkenger. God damn it! I got confused. I got it mixed up with the Green Ranger from Hurricane.
You almost got it.
I was thinking of the Green Ranger from Hurricane. Sorry, Shinkenger. My problem with honestly, the way they were doing it, Samurai as an adaptation of Shinkenger as they planned was doomed to fail because Shinkenger release was always going to be an awkward adaptation because Shinkenger is a Sentai is so deeply rooted in Japanese culture and samurai mythology that what
is wrong with Japanese?
God damn it! It's not. Don't interrupt me. Nothing is wrong with no. Don't interrupt me. I was getting into that. Anything else you'd like to? Can I finish, please? Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Sorry about that. so it's such like it is steeped in Japanese lore and culture that the big the thing that really just kind of sinks Samurai is that it's trying to Americanize a show that is steeped in Japanese culture. There were ways that they could have made it work, like say the Red Ranger was like maybe make the Red Ranger an Asian American and his conflict be that he wants that he wants to live up to his ancestors' legacy and and honor the and like honor the culture of his Japanese ancestors, but that's in direct conflict with the fact that he wants to live a life as a normal American teenager. And throughout the show, he could learn to East versus West, that kind of thing, and maybe the comp and maybe his arc could be about him learning to be the best of both worlds, as in like he learns to I guess to say honor his Japanese heritage, but also but not be so tied down to the past and maintaining tradition that he forgets his friends and his life in America. It would have been topical. It would have been sorry. I felt it would have been very poignant, and it would have been a way for them to get around it just being in awkward translation of a Japanese show while also honoring the spirit and the core essence of Shinkenger. But again, that's just my that's but again, that's just me going off on a tangent. I guess the point of it was, yeah, Samurai is not very good. Yeah, that's about it. And the quality, or I guess lack thereof, of Samurai probably should have been a good indication. Probably should have been a good indication of what should have been a good indication that the now infamous Neo Saban era might not and the return that and Saban claiming back their franchise might not have been the godsend that we all thought it was, or at least wanted to think that it was. Where'd Dante go?
Beats me. uh, uh, he's always fidgeting. He just doesn't can't. He just can't sit still.
You know what's ironic? What I find ironic about this, like not him being absent, but about Power Rangers in general.
Mm-hmm.
Disney treated the Disney like it's funny that like during the Disney era when Disney could have cared less about the show and actively tried to kill it, get it canceled. They gave ironically the show thrived when it was on the verge of ending, when it was in the hands of a company that wanted nothing to do with it than it was with the company that started it.
Mm-hmm.
If there's anything like I hope I hope that under Hasbro, like like they're able to treat the property and the brand with respect and with they're not going to and from what we've seen so far, they've been doing a decent job. Like they're not neglecting it like Disney was, especially during like the last couple of seasons. I hope they show that they're clearly like invested in the show. But I do hope that I'd like them to maintain the quality of the show quality of the Disney era with more but not the neglect of the Disney era, if that makes any sense.
Makes plenty of sense to me. Well, at least that did. Mm-hmm. basically you wanted to have the
Sorry about that. My internet crashed.
Oh,
maybe
okay.
if you just sat maybe if you sat still for like 2 minutes, maybe it wouldn't have.
I was,
Yeah.
I was talking. I mentioned it to Sean earlier, but I just found something. I found something that I find to be ironic about Power Rangers under Disney versus Power Rangers under Saban.
What was it?
That that Power Rangers, despite Disney wanting nothing to do with it, barely advertising it, actively trying to get it to actively trying to end the show, if not cancel it altogether. Ironically, the show quality-wise thrived under a company that wanted nothing to do, under a company that mismanaged the brand, and that versus now under Neo Saban with the company, not now anymore, but under Saban, who was clearly passionate about the brand, but completely and utterly mismanaged it quality-wise. I think that might have something to do with the fact that that the constraints under Disney forced the show to be I guess forced them to be original, or not original, but forced them to think outside the box and put effort into the actual show. Maybe I'm just theorizing, I'm just spitballing.
Wow.
Okay, but back to you. What are some things that you would like to see from the Ryu Soldier adaptation?
Ooh, now that's a good one. I said the battleizer.
Yes.
Now I want to see how the swords will turn out in the right Ryu Soldier adaptation.
All right.
Because the swords look awesome in the Sentai version, but I want to see if they're gonna make some changes for the users.
All right.
Like
I would like to see Hasbro pull in writers from their other shows and have them work on Power Rangers. That'd be cool. Like Mike, somebody like a Mike Vogel or a Brian Holefield, or basically writers who worked on their animated shows. I think it would be cool to bring them in, inject some new blood into the team. Writers who are like these are it's funny. I think a writer from writers from like the Justice League like back in SPD hired writers from like the DC the DC animated series and stuff. So like that. Ugh, let me start over. I would like for Hasbro to bring in writers from their animation division, because they have some very, very talented folks over there, and maybe bring them onto the show. Like it would be, I think it would, like, as much as I like Chip Lynn, I'm really kind of hoping that they inject some new blood into the team, get somebody like maybe shake up the formula, or freshen things up a bit, bring somebody who knows, like, they have, like I said, they have talented writers out there. Any one of them would do wonders working on Power Rangers.
yeah, they would.
Like, I'm pretty sure Mike Vogel who worked on My Little Pony, My Christmas Magic, also worked on Young Justice and Spectacular Spider-Man. So you get him involved, dude, that'd be dope.
So that didn't last very long.
What didn't?
So Young Justice didn't last very long, I don't think.
Oh, also,
what
okay, this is just pure speculation, just pure wish list. I want Jackie Marchand to come back on the show.
I liked her too.
I hope they bring her back. And I hope we get a theme song that isn't derivative of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Please. Like, seriously, we based like for what? 10 years in a row now? Close to 10 years. Like we've had rehashes, retreads, remixes, and whatevers to Go Power Rangers for 10 years straight. I really think it would be, it's not make or break for the show, but I think it would be nice if we had like a new original non-derivative new theme song for the show for the adaptation of Ryu Soldier. And can we please get somebody besides Noam Camille to do the music? Somebody new, please.
I have a funny feeling though, if you do that, the fan base is going to drop.
No, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not. The fan base is not hinging on whether or not Noam Camille comes back. Nor do I think that anybody's going to stop watching the show if they did what they used to up until Samurai and get
apparently you don't know the same people I know.
Hell, most people who watch the show don't even know who Noam Camille is. Like
that's not the point. That's not the point I'm making.
What is the point you're making?
The point I'm making is if you change it too often, then the people that used to watch it, they're not going to watch it anymore because it's not the same feeling anymore.
So you'd rather they stay the course as is, keep retreading Mighty Morphin, keep going to that nostalgia well, keep doing the same, as in they keep doing the same thing that got them into this rut, like the same thing that caused the show and the brand to stagnate.
No, they should have just ended it, and then they wouldn't have this issue.
What? No.
If they ended on a high note, then they wouldn't have stagnated, because they wouldn't have ran out of ideas.
That's not the. Okay, maybe all right. You and I clearly have different explanations for for how the show got where it is now. So like, my point is that the show Power Rangers works best when it's shaking up the formula, when it's experimenting, when it's trying to do things differently, when it's experimenting. I feel like when it's going in new different directions, everything from Lost Space to Wild Force. I'd say everything from Wild Force to everything from In Space to Dino Thunder. So SPD, like each one of those, like they were different, they were unique, they were experimental, they weren't afraid to take risks, which is what I hope we see more of in Ryu Soldier. That's kind of a must for I feel like that's kind of I think that should be I think that should be like a mission statement for Hasbro once they get full control and have full control over Power Rangers. Like, take risks. Take risks. Don't be afraid to be ambitious. Go out there. Like, and
yeah,
I think
didn't you earlier mention something about going out there could cause controversy?
No, I did. When did I say that?
You said that like 20 minutes ago.
No, I didn't say that.
All right.
But yeah, I hope that they bring in new writers for Ryu Soldier, preferably ones who have worked on previous Hasbro shows. Don't just have it be 90% MMPR merchandise and 10% something 10% other seasons. I think they're doing a good job with that too. Like the Black series, it's not just Mighty Morphin, like Mighty Morphin Red, Mighty Morphin Pink. Like they're highlighting every season. Like they are not so far. They've done a good job of avoiding falling into the same trap of just relying solely on nostalgia for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. More of that, please.
Good. Good.
And that carries over not just to like the merchandise, but the show, the theme song. No, especially the theme song, please. Like I won't like it's not a deal breaker if the theme song for Ryu Soldier is like has elements of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, but I'm really kind of hoping that we get like a new theme song. Lord knows we haven't had one of those in a long time. Oh, also, can we have a morphing call that doesn't involve the phrase "it's morphing time"? Ah, that'd be great. That'd be icing on the cake.
I agree with y'all. I agree with you, JWR. Um, my other thing that the right Ryu soldier adaptation would be, oh man. Oh, you said the morphing call. Well, that's pretty good. Makes sense. Um, oh, this is gonna be a good one. How about the setting? You
As
know,
in, wait,
Donald Charge.
wait, as in like where it's set, as in like where the show is set in, or like their headquarters.
Yeah, like their headquarters.
I don't know. I'm sure they could. I mean, New Zealand has New Zealand's pretty forest heavy, right?
I mean, yeah, makes sense.
I mean, they could.
Why would
I mean, maybe they could maybe their headquarters could be a cave with could be like another like a cave or a dwelling with a big or a dwelling or some kind of or maybe some kind of castle with the big round table, something like that.
Mm.
Or if we really want to be I wouldn't even be against them taking a cue from Dino Charge and having it be set in the museum. You know, knights, armor. That'd be cool.
makes sense. What's next for you, JW1, with this?
As in like what else would I like to see?
Yeah. What?
Um, hmm. I would like to I'd like the show. I would I mentioned that that under Hasbro I would like Power Rangers to get back to taking risks. And I think they could do that maybe with in terms of like some of the stories that they try to tell. Like maybe they're never gonna I don't think they're ever gonna go as dark as like I mean they could. I I don't think it's likely that this season is going to be like as dark as or as serious as something like Time Force or Lightspeed Rescue or Wild Force. Though I feel like eventually we'll get. I feel that eventually we'll get one of those. We will. But back to Ryu Soldier, I would like for at least two of the Rangers to be siblings.
Why? Why?
He said what?
Why? No, I heard you, but I'm going to respond to your question with another question. Why not? Some of the best characters in all of Power Rangers tend to be siblings, like Mike and Leo from Lost Galaxy. Dana and Dana and Ryan from Lightspeed Rescue. Like Blake and Hunter. Like I think the show has a decent track record when it comes to like sibling dynamics. It's the same.
Now, personally, if you're gonna do something like that, one of them should be the hero, the other should be the villain. If you're gonna do sibling like that, because they'll see two different aspects of the world.
Or you could
If you're on the same side, then they're gonna always be butting heads with each other.
that's you mean you so like most siblings do, butting heads with each other.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's no
Haven't you never heard of realism?
yeah, I know. Okay, this is obviously I don't know. I'm trying to think of what else I'd like to see. Okay. Maybe avoid some of the pitfalls that you soldier fell into.
Yeah. Also, like so remove some cliches.
Cliches like
Cliches like you can't it can't get any worse. Does cliche?
oh that's not something that's not a trope that's exclusive to just Power Rangers.
Yeah, I think that's now, Dante. I think that's like a whole different topic by itself. Like, because that's not just one series. That can fit in just about anything. Like, you want to talk about like typical, cliches and stuff of that nature. That could be for like any kind of a show.
I just thought of something else. I appreciate that there aren't any maybe more of what I appreciate that that they didn't go with the high school secret identities approach in Beast Morphers. More of that, please. I'm really kind of getting I hope that they make the Rangers this time young adults and not young adults instead of teenagers.
Okay, now pause a second. Now I agree with that part, like make them like in college or something, like young adults. But in the whole thing of Power Rangers, like also, and I can't get the word right, anonymity.
Inanimate.
No, anonymity. Yes.
Anonymity. Secret identity.
Yes. So isn't that kind of part of what makes the Power Rangers like secret hidden identities?
My point was that I didn't want them to be. My point was that I didn't want them to be teenagers in high school, and we didn't let. And we did. And I That was my point.
That I agree with.
That was my point. I didn't want them to be teenagers.
Okay, and I agree with that. Now, huh?
My point was that I did not want them to be teenagers, and I did not want it to be set in high school.
I heard that part. I heard both of those.
And I didn't want the show to constantly be about how I have a test in math or something like that. That was my point.
Okay, like I said, if you want them to be young adults, and like I said, I agree with that part. Now that I agree with. I thought you were getting into the point that you were saying don't want them to be teenagers and don't have secret identities, which that kind of destroys the premise. Them not having secret identities. Because I actually like the whole secret hidden identity, two lives aspect kind of thing. But I do agree, like they would make them like young adults or of something of that nature. I will agree with that.
I agree.
Oh, here's something that they could do. Like here's a route that they could take. Have it be maybe try to do what Mystic Force tried to do, but with better execution. So like maybe have there be like a plot point about the Red Ranger's father being secretly being evil, or like something about him having to involving him having to confront or live up to his ancestors' legacy or something like that.
Didn't you just say they did that already?
No, I said they tried to do it in Mystic Force. I would like to see them execute it better.
So technically, they've done it.
They didn't do it.
Nick and Korak
They
like
did it
Liam Bo.
now.
What you're saying? GW1. Am I right?
About what?
About the execution that Mystic Force tried to do, like with Nick and Liam Bo / Korak.
Yeah. Yes.
I see. Good idea. Good. For what else do I like to see in the Mega Soldier adaptation? I believe. What about the vehicle?
Actually, I was kind of hoping we could just to be honest, I was kind of hoping we could just. There was another thing I'd like to add. Can we maybe not have a okay, as much as I'm enjoying Beast Morphers, I have to admit that Ben and Betty are kind of the weakest part of it. Like they're nowhere near the level of Victor and Monty. They're not that. But I feel like they're hit at best. Their comic relief is hit and miss at best. I maybe either like them to either don't include a comic relief character, or maybe work, or if they have to include one, maybe do use Ben and Betty as a Ben and Betty as a stepping stone, and maybe improve on that aspect, because as is they're kind of the weakest aspect of the show, or one.
I like season 2 of Beast. I like season 1 and season 2 of Beast Morphers. I'm kind of sad that.
I'm sorry. What were you saying?
I was saying that I was kind of sad that Devon's Battleizer, the Red Fury mode, was just only a temporary Battleizer. But I just like the Dex mode. It was kind of cool.
Oh, actually, no. That reminds me. I'd like them to do like what they're doing with Beast Morphers, and continue making new weapons, new Zords, that kind of thing. I like that.
That's what I was saying. And that's what I was trying to say. Like new Zords, new weapons, all that good stuff. But
I mean, not that I'm not enjoying this. I really am, but I think we've kind of exhausted this topic, and I think we should just end it here.
Yeah.
This was nice, though. When are we doing this? When are we doing this again?
Oh, we can do it like every Wednesday or so, if you're available, that is.
Sure. All right, see ya.
Guys, we have exhausted our topics, and that will be the end of the Power Ranger podcast. I want to thank Sean Milligan, aka Black Ranger 30.
I'm JWR. Hopefully the next one will be less awkward.
Yes, less awkward and more serious. And if you guys like this podcast, leave a review. Please like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the bell to get notified every time I upload a new video wherever I go live. And thank you guys for being here. Thank you. Also, stay safe. Wash your hands every day, so you won't get infected by the coronavirus, all that good stuff.
It won't hurt to wash your ass too.
With soap, 20 seconds, at least.
Correct.
And it won't kill you to wash your ass.
Yeah, that's
Also-
good. That's
also,
good too.
don't be a hoarder. Don't be an asshole. Don't buy a bubble
Yeah.
wallpaper. Don't be an asshole.
I was about to get to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was actually about to get to that.
That's fine.
Yeah, Sean. Sorry, Sean. JWR took that one from you.
All right, see ya.
Anyway,
I
see
thought
y'all.
about it, but I couldn't get it out fast enough. Because actually, there's something I always wanted to say for a long time. Like, I was like, okay, if you're gonna hoard all the toilet paper, somebody hoard all the plungers. See how they feel.
Right.
Wow. Anyway, see y'all guys later. Goodbye.